When it comes to sales and being in sales, what kind of car should you drive and why does it matter? I'm Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Honolulu, Oahu on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. Now, at some point, this conversation is going to come up. At some point, someone's going to say, I know which industry you're in, you drive X type of car, you make too much money. Now, there's a lot of different ways to deal with this. One, you could get a really nice car and drive a really nice car, or two, you could drive a beater. And I have found that sometimes being incognito makes it a lot more sense than going out there and creating some problems. But you could go either way. If you've been in the field for quite a while, I would say drive whatever you want, because people are like, look how much money you make, look what you drive, and say, absolutely, because I'm good at what I do. But if you're brand new to sales, it can create some problems for you, especially if you're young. They may look at you and go, oh, look at you, young buck. You think you're amazing at what you do and you've got this amazing car. You make too much money. You make more than I do as an older person. I'm gonna bounce out and I'm gonna go with somebody who doesn't have such a nice car, okay? So I know a guy who sells farm implements, and when he's in a business meeting, dude wears a 3-piece suit, $5,000. It is everything that it's supposed to be. But when he goes and visits farms, he dresses up like a farmer. And sometimes you gotta go incognito. Sometimes you gotta roll with what your client does, and sometimes you gotta do with what your client wants. So you got two options. You can go, incognito, which just is a regular car, or you could go high-end. It really depends upon the product or service you sell. If I'm selling high-end cars or high-end houses, you think that person's gonna look around and go, how come you don't drive one of these cars and you don't drive one of these things yourself? They're questioning, like, do you belong, right? So they're looking for congruency. They're looking to see that you match up. They're looking to see that everything's good for you to go, okay? Two answers. Sometimes you should be incognito. Sometimes you drive the expensive car. That's your decision, right? You can start with a beater, and if they say nothing and they do nothing, you're good. You can move up, and if you got problems, you always got the beater to go back to. No real clear-cut answer for you, but if you've been doing sales for a while, there's nothing wrong with you driving a nice car and going, I'm good at what I do. You want the best, so do I, right? There you go. You got one thing to do from here, just one thing. Find the subscribe button and click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update that says Scott Bell Consultant sent another fantastic video. You should check it out, but you should. We'll see you soon. Aloha.